Hello everyone, welcome to our Nintendo Switch collection as of the beginning of 2020. The Switch has been my favorite current console. I've been playing it constantly for the past 2 years or so that we've owned it. It's a system that there are still tons of games we want for, and there's again, of course, endless numbers of games coming out this year. As of the time of filming this, there has not yet been a Nintendo Direct for 2020, but I'm suspecting that there's going to be an extremely high number of games that we want for 2020. I feel like it's going to be a huge year for this console. So we have the original model of Nintendo Switch here with a Splatoon 2 carrying case. We're going to be getting a Switch Lite pretty soon here, once Animal Crossing comes out, and that's what we were waiting for. We were hoping the Animal Crossing Limited Edition was going to be a Lite, though, not a regular, because Amanda wants to get a Lite. For a second Switch, we definitely want to get that. And surprised there aren't more colors of the Lite. While I'm filming this, there was only those 3 colors, and then I think, a Pokemon Special Edition, which we don't really care about. So hopefully they will come out with another color, otherwise we'll go with sort of the basic black, I guess, for that. But really, really loving the Switch. I think one of the things that really drew me to it and why I love it so much is not only that it has a great library of games, some that are exclusive, a lot of great first and second party games, but I love the ability to switch. That's really the thing that sells me on it. If a game comes out on the Switch or the PS4, I frequently will want to get the Switch version instead, just because I have the option of very, very easily playing either the game physically on the TV or the projector, or in handheld mode, and just kind of switching on the fly, which is what I really love, the ability to do both. First up is the game that really sold me on a Nintendo Switch early on. As a massive fan of Monolith Soft as a company and the Xeno franchise as a whole, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, this, of course, giant special edition box set here. Beautiful box set, steelbook of the game, an art book and everything. Just huge. This thing is massive. And gorgeous, and I can't wait to see what they release for the Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I'm really hoping there's some kind of big limited edition like this. Love this game, fantastic game, in my top 10 of all time, but it's actually bolstered a little bit, makes it a little bit higher in my list of top 10 games because of the physical expansion, the prequel that came out later that year. This actually was good enough to move it up a couple slots because I love this game. Torn of the Golden Country. There are elements of this expansion that I actually like even more than the base game. This is brilliant. This is absolutely amazing and really enhances the experience of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Some more RPG love. I really like RPGs on the Switch with the ability to play it portably and just kind of go sit wherever I want to sit, and then also be able to play it up on the projector and things like that easily. We have Tales of Vesperia, the Definitive Edition. Played this on the 360, and this is now my favorite version of the game to play. One of the most recent games that I played, Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. This is an amazing Dragon Quest game. It is now my favorite Dragon Quest game, beating out Dragon Quest VIII. Just a fantastic experience and a huge, huge game. A recent pickup from Play Asia that I have put in and checked out a little bit, but haven't had a chance to really play through. A physical copy of Final Fantasy VIII Remastered, and then also comes with Final Fantasy VII. I am so excited this happened because I was so afraid it was going to be digital only when it first came out here. It was digital only. This is the Asian version with English support, and it's the only way to get it physically. I was very hyped for Final Fantasy VIII Remaster, even more than the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I prefer remasters of old games to full remakes overall. And yeah, to get it physically is amazing, and then just having a copy of Final Fantasy VII on the Switch is a fun bonus. But yeah, Final Fantasy VIII Remastered physically, I'm very happy to have this on the Switch. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 really sold me on the Switch. What made me really fall in love with the system, though, was Super Mario Odyssey. I enjoyed this game so much. I annihilated it pretty much in a weekend when we got it. I absolutely love this game. I thought this was going to be a little bit more for Amanda, and I might check it out for a little bit, but it's kind of the other way around, and I love this game. I have occasionally picked it up and just fooled around and played for a little while since then. A fantastic game. It actually beat out Super Mario Bros. 3 as my favorite Mario of all time, and that one was my favorite since I was, 6, 7 years old or whatever when I first played it. So that was my favorite for over 2 decades, and then this just became my favorite Mario of all time. I absolutely love this game. I really hope it gets a sequel, and I could see that happening. It's been long enough. I feel that this might be a Super Mario Odyssey 2, might be the big holiday season 2020 game for the Switch. I'm just putting it out there as a guess at the time of filming this, because I feel like that would be a huge fun surprise, because this was a great Mario game and I'd love to play a sequel. Splatoon 2. Really fun game. I do wish it was easier to play multiplayer. Local multiplayer would be amazing for this without having to have, multiple systems and multiple copies of games. Fantastic game, a lot of fun, but it would be improved if you could do that more easily. That's one thing about modern games that I just miss about old games, where you could just have a copy of a game, you put it in your system, and you could play 2 to 4 players easily just by hooking in more controllers. It just is not much of a thing anymore. We really don't play a lot of multiplayer on newer consoles. We more stick to older games. A couple of Crash games, some more remasters. We have the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, the first 3 games on the PS1. Played those back in the day and had a blast replaying them on the Switch. Really enjoy them. I actually overall might prefer this collection over the original versions. The opposite, though, is true for the CTR Nitro Refueled. Fantastic game, a really great addition of Crash Team Racing, but definitely not as good as the original. I could do without all the added stuff they put in here. But just for the core game, for just going through and playing arcade or multiplayer, or going through the story mode, this is still just an absolute blast. One of my favorite kart racing games. And the last game that we have so far for the Nintendo Switch is a port with some new levels of one of my favorite Wii U games. Actually, the Wii U version was my favorite puzzle platformer game ever. I love this game. I am addicted to this game. I really want a sequel to this game, because then we got a port over to the Switch, and it changed the bonus levels at the end from the Super Mario on the Wii U to Super Mario Odyssey levels for the Switch, and a couple other things added to the Switch version here. Amazing game. I love this game. I ran through and beat the entire thing again just in a few days, just addictively playing this. I love Captain Toad. I'm probably going to play it again sometime, either on the Wii U or the Switch in the next couple of years, and I really hope this gets a sequel. I really hope that this sold enough between the 3DS port and the Switch port to where Nintendo sees that this is a game that is worthy of a sequel, because I absolutely love this game. That is our Nintendo Switch collection as of the beginning of 2020. This is one that's going to be growing all the time, because it's a current system and is my current favorite to use. And especially once Amanda gets a Switch Lite and is playing it more, and it competes with her love for the PlayStation 4 a little bit, maybe. But we're definitely, we're already getting Animal Crossing, we know, soon here. And then whenever they announce what's happening with Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, we'll be getting every edition that comes out of that. And I think 2020 is going to be a huge year, so there are many, many great Nintendo Switch games coming, and still more we just haven't picked up yet for the Switch that have already been out. I love the Nintendo Switch. It is my current favorite console to use, and I just love playing with this system. We'll see what happens with the rest of the lifespan of this console. I feel like it's going to be a rather large and exciting collection.